This is the Eastern Business Report, where we look at the business ecosystem in the Eastern region and discuss topics affecting the region's economy. But first, let's take a look at some of the major business and development stories making headlines across the Southeast. Beginning here in Enugu State, the industrial crisis looming over the concession of the Akanu Ibiam International Airport, Enugu, was averted on Wednesday after aviation unions and the concessionaire reached a truce, guaranteeing workers job security. The resolution followed the intervention of the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, through a meeting held in his office in Abuja on Tuesday. The meeting had leaders of the Air Transport Service Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, the National Union of Air Transport Employees, and the Association of Nigerian Aviation Professionals, alongside representatives of the airport concessionaire and the ministry officials in attendance. The agreement followed weeks of anxiety among aviation workers who feared possible job losses and changes to employment conditions under the proposed concession agreement. Meanwhile, the federal government has in recent years intensified efforts to concession major airports as part of broader aviation sector reforms aimed at improving infrastructure, attracting private investment, and enhancing operational efficiency. However, aviation unions have consistently insisted that concessions must not undermine public sector employment or transfer national assets without adequate safeguards. Still from Enugu State, in a significant step towards deepening digital inclusion in Enugu State, the National Information Technology Development Agency has empowered 50 young innovators with digital tools, while commending Governor Peter Mbah for his pivotal support of the agency's Southeast Zonal Office, delivering the goodwill message at the event. NITDA Director General Kashifu Inua, represented by Dr. Aristotle Onumo, Director of Stakeholders Management and Partnerships, described the governor's commitment as instrumental to the success, launch, and rapid performance of the zonal office, now recognized as one of NITDA's top-performing office nationwide. Highlighting the role of digital technology in global economic growth, Inua cited projections that the digital economy could contribute up to $23 trillion to global gross domestic product in the coming years, stressing that investment in digital skills today would shape national prosperity tomorrow. As part of the initiative, over 900 youth registered on NITDA's digital training platform, with 50 outstanding participants receiving digital tools to enhance their skills and foster innovation, where additionally 250 participants were recognized for their dedication and excellence throughout the training. Furthermore, Governor Peter Mbah in his remarks described the festival as more than a technology conference, calling it a reinforcement of an intent and a validation of the state's ambition to become a credible node in Nigeria's growing innovation ecosystem. The governors of the 5 Southeast states, which comprises of Abia State, Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Imo State, have pledged to contribute 5 billion naira each in support of the proposed 140 billion naira 2026 budget of the Southeast Development Commission, adding 25 billion naira to the Regional Intervention Fund. This was recently disclosed by the chairman of the Senate Committee on SEDC, Oji Uzokalo, while presenting the Commission's 2026 budget report before the Senate Committee on Appropriations. The development, however, signals a coordinated funding effort by the Southeast governors to strengthen the Commission's capacity to deliver development-focused projects in the 2026 fiscal year, following funding shortfalls recorded in 2025. According to Carlo, the governors' financial commitment followed extensive consultations with state leaders and other critical stakeholders, and explained that the move was aimed at ensuring the Commission delivers impactful projects across the region in the coming year. Now to Delta State. The Delta State government has announced the successful completion of the reconstruction and asphalt overlay of field sections of the 32.5-kilometer Abraka Road, a key artistry linking communities in Idukwa West and Ethiopia East local government area. Ruben Izizi, the State Commissioner for Works, Highways and Urban Roads, disclosed this during an inspection of the project, which stretched from Obodeti Junction to Abraka. He also drew attention to additional remedial works voluntarily undertaken by the contracting firm at the problematic police station junction in Abraka, an area with a history of repeated failure. The commissioner explained that the extra intervention carried out at the contractor's discretion was aimed at easing traffic congestion and reducing hardship for commuters, pending action by the federal government, which has an existing contract covering that portion. The commissioner further emphasized that the completion of the project underscores Governor Sherry's commitment to delivering durable infrastructure and creating an enabling environment for education and economic growth. Still from Delta State, the Delta State government said it will continue its statewide inspection of tertiary institutions to ensure that students fully benefit from the Nigerian Education Loan Fund. The monitoring team led by the Commissioner for Higher Education, Professor Tunakari, is scheduled to visit Delta State Polytechnic and the College of Education, Musga, as part of the compliance exercise directed by Governor Sharif. On Tuesday, the team assessed implementation of the scheme at the College of Education, Warri, where it reviewed operational processes and engaged with the institution's management to ensure adherence to the NELFUND framework. The state government said the exercise is intended to ensure that no eligible Delta student is denied access to the loan scheme aimed at easing tuition and other academic expenses. Speaking during the Warri inspection, Professor Tunakari expressed satisfaction with the level of compliance recorded so far, describing the exercise as a deliberate effort to safeguard student interest and preserve the integrity of the program. Finally, from Akwa Ibom State, the Uyo Local Government Council Akwa Ibom State has commissioned a 500 kVA power substation and a new compassionate housing unit to strengthen electricity supply for small businesses and expand social support for vulnerable residents. The project includes a 500 kVA transformer and substation at Mbiambong Ikotu Epam in Ituan Clan and a newly completed Rise Compassionate Home for widows in Isukari Forte. The interventions, according to the council chairman, Dr. Udo, are designed to stimulate grassroots economic activity while improving living conditions in unserved communities. Dr. Udo described the electrification project as a strategic investment in enterprise development and community safety, saying that improved power stability would enhance nighttime visibility, reduce security concerns, and create a more supportive environment for artisans, traders, and small-scale operators. Council authorities noted that reliable electricity remains central to sustaining the informal economy, which accounts for a significant share of employment at the local level, as a new substation is expected to reduce outages, cut operational costs for electricity-dependent businesses, and encourage first investment in the area.